In this Figma to Shopify masterclass using Pagefly, we will continue from the next section. So you've completed until this marquee text animation section in the last video. Today we'll cover one of the most important section, which is dynamic product section. In that area, people will be able to buy our product. Okay, so as you can see, there will be add to cart button, and they have used a subscription feature, which can be done using any subscription app, but I will not cover that in this video because this is just an part of the app. If you install any subscription app, you can enable this type of functionality into your store. So if people subscribe, they can save 5% or 10%, and they will get the delivery in 7 days, 30 days, 45 days, whatever you set up, okay, based on that product. So this is a product that maybe people need, because this is a supplement. They may need it in month to month basis, right? So having a supplement actually makes sense, but for many products this will not be required. So now let's cover that. For before making that section, we need to have at least one product added in our store. So if we go to products right now, there is no products there. So we need to add that at least one product into our store to make this dynamic product section, so people can add our products to cart. So first of all, what we can do, as you can see, this is the frame, and there is another element. If you see, this is another element which is not part of it, okay. And this one, okay, so this is the element, and under that we have this one, okay. And this one called 20% off, okay. And then we have this, and this whole frame actually contains, and this frame contains this. So we can just take, export this whole frame. So click on, and I will click on export, and there will be multiple images. But one of the thing is, in our case, there is not a multiple image. As you can see, we have some logo, this type of things, but uh, there will be multiple images, but in our case we have not have any more image for that product. So I'll show you how we can add that slider. So click on add product, and now let's add that product. This is the product name actually, but in their case they have not showed any pricing, because they have a quantity panel, like for 10 quantity there will be a price, 20 quantity there was 60 quantity, there will be a price. So now add that, and there will be a description. This is the product description we can see. So let's add that here, and then click on upload new, and go to download, and then upload that file. But the problem with that file is we have arrows here, but we don't want arrows. We want the arrows to be dynamic, coming from the theme, okay. So I can see, I can just turn off those arrows, that will be good. And there is some arrows in the bottom as well. So here under this we have these 3 star and these things going on. So under that we can just now export that as an image. That will be good, because we don't know need these arrows as an image. So now if I go to downloads, now there will be no arrows available. So we need multiple images, but in our case there is no more images available. So what I can do, I can add the similar image again, but or another one in from the past, okay, what we have uploaded here. So let's add that as a second image, okay. Now so let's add that. So let's make it first and then make it second. Now let's give some pricing. So maybe 49 and 99, but quantity maybe 900 for example. And we need some variant. So I'll click on create custom option, and this variant will be quantity, okay. And in the quantity we have 10 suches or something like that. This is the text call. So I'll come on 10 suches, second one will be 20 suches, and third one will be 50 suches for example. And the pricing of each suches will be different, right? For 10 it could be 49, but for 20 it will be maybe 79. For 50, instead of 250 it will be 199. So as long as they are purchasing more, they are getting some discount. So this is how this logic actually works, right? And that is good, that is perfect. Now we can just click on This is also manage sales channel. This should be check mark. So click on save and this should be saved, right? This is supplements brand, vitamin supplements, and we need to do some extra work here. If I click on it, if I click on bulk edit, we need some compare price to be changed, because compare price will be also changed. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So it is not loading. Okay, so I'm closing some of the windows. So let's okay, so let's click on it again. Edit prices, no, bulk edit, we need some bulk edit feature. And for the from the column, compare price should be available. Okay, for compare price 49.99, it should be 199, and this should be 499, right? And okay, this should be this how the pricing should work, right? So now let's go back, and this will be perfect, right? So now we can work with the product templates, but before that we need to refresh this page again, because now the product will be loaded. So if we see, it is divided into two column like before, and then we have some headline, and this start things that is already there right in the top. Okay, so now let's come here and let's work with the dynamic elements of it. So let's go back here and click on add elements. Click on add elements, go to Shopify. So we need to add a Shopify elements, because the main thing here is it is a dynamic element. We need to go to product details, and then we need to take one here. So let's drag this one. Okay, and then they will ask us to select the product. So I'll choose that product. Now you can see the design has been loaded. Now what I can do, we can just drag this under that area, so now it will work fine. Okay, so you can see there is a arrow already there, and we need to work with the title and everything. So if I scroll down, for the title we are having 48 pixel. For those headlines, what font we have used, if I'm not mistaken, Alata 44, this type of thing. So in that case, this one will be the heading one. Okay, and Alata, the font will be Alata, and it will be 48. Okay, it will be 48. Now we have the pricing. So for the pricing, we go to product price and go to general, and we'll see show both of them. And for that we need to go to styling and add pop-ins, maybe 30 pixel. Okay, and for the color we can choose black, and scroll down and make it bold. For the compare price, let's make it 32, 30. Okay, so making pop-ins, let's make it 30 as well, but the color should not be that bright, right? So that how it works. And then for product variant, we can match it something like this. So first of all, let's click on save, and then just as you can see, there will be under that, and there will be paragraph should be pop-ins. So let's click it and make it pop-ins. So click on copy style, and now scroll down and make it paste style. Okay, and for that star, let's go to top, and then click on that block and click on duplicate and drag that with the mouse just like this under this one. Okay, and from that let's remove the margin from here. There is a too much margin, and for this as well, let's remove the margin. And from product description, for product description, okay, let's keep some minus margin, so it looks good, right? So okay, okay, now click on save. Now let's make them looks like something like that. Okay, for that what we need to do, we need to click on cross and come here and go to extra functionality, and then click on open swatches and click on add option swatch. Okay, so this how we can turn our drop down into swatch just like that. Okay, into Pagefly, click on open, click on quantity should be selected, and then click on add, and now click on this, and now come with make it a label. Okay, it will become a label. So now let's go to pages. Let's go to triple the page home page that we are designing, and then this should work fine. Okay, now if I scroll down, we can just click on it and go here, and then we can make it something like this. Okay, and then it should be horizontal, and for that we can go to styling, make it poppins, make it 18, 20, and then make it semi bold, and then we can make it, and for option value as well, we can go and make it poppins and then make it 18. Okay, and then give some padding, padding top bottom just like that. Okay, that will work fine. Okay, this how we can just work with it, and let's make it black as well. So this how it is working. We can add a quantity, but we can also remove the quantity. Now let's go with the buy now button. So we have designed buttons in the past, so let's click on it and then just control A control C to copy all of them and come here. And what I need to do, go to quantity and delete the quantity, and for the button come here, styling, control A control V, and then go to general and make it full width. Okay, this is how the button design will be there. And for the text, what we can do, we can buy now, we can click on it and paste what paste we should tap buy now, but the price will not be dynamic, so I'll not make it dynamic, because when people clicking the swatches, prices will be changed. And for the button, add to cart button, we need to remove that margin. Now there is no margin available, so that is good. If I go to mobile, this how it is looking in mobile, so we can just make its left align, and for this we can make it 16. Okay, and for that for this I can make it left align as well. I think this will look good. And for this, let's make it 22. And for this, let's, this is looking good. Whenever it is selected, there should be some color, right? Hmm, I think 12, 10. And for add to cart, let's remove the margin. Okay, and then there is there is another important setting. If we go to desktop, for add to cart, in go to general, if we what the add to cart action will be do, it can go to cart page, it can go to directly checkout page. Okay, this is up to us, and that is what we can select. Okay, and this is working perfectly. And for that, there is only a slider, and people can slide through the images. Okay, it is up to them. Okay. For that, I think it should click on the product title and then go to more setting. We need to make it bold. Okay, let's make it bold. Then we have some more things. First of all, this one limited, and this is already added, if I not mistaken, limited. So if I click this block and duplicate it and drag this under that, and only thing we need to do is to check the color. Okay, this is the background color. Copy it and go to the block and click on styling and paste it as a background color. Then just go to the padding and give some padding like 10 top and 10 bottom. That is all we need. But there is some more margin, so what I can click on the block and give some more margin like 20 pixel. And then we have some images. Okay, so if I click, this is the image, so you can just click on export and export them as a whole frame. Then we can do is, let's make it 15. That we can do, click on add element and then we can go to image and drag an image under add to cart and move this block under add to cart. Okay, click on the image, click on general, click on select image, click on select image, then click on add images and upload the payment icons that we have. Okay, so uploading image interface has changed a little bit in Pagefly recently. So click on select, click on done, go to styling and give some margin from the top, like 10 pixel or 15 pixel. Go to general, click on no, and then click on this and make it center align. Then after that you can just make it a little bit larger. As you can see, it should cross the icons, cross the text size. Okay, but not nothing more than that. So 440 will be good enough. So if I go to mobile version of it, it should work perfectly fine, right? But there should be some padding top and padding bottom, unless it will not look good, right? Okay, so this is perfect and this is looking good as well. And for the block we can make it again 15. And now this section is completely done with mobile responsive. If we go to tablet, this is how it is looking. It can be justified, or it can be make it something little bit less, and let's make it left align. Or now let's click on the row and then make it one column. That will be fine and that will be good. And let's go to that and let's flex start something like this and click on the product add to cart, make it 0. Okay, so this how it looks good. Click the block and everything should look fine. And let's may remove the margin and for that as well. And go to mobile, and for mobile 20 will be good, no problem. Okay, okay, that is good. Now let's click save and publish. For that, click on Control Shift S in your keyboard, or click the save and publish button from the interface itself. Both way it will work. So now one of the most important section, which is dynamic product section, has been completed. Now we left with few other section, like this one, an FAQ section, and again another few images, right? This is a slider image. Okay, we already does slider already did. Then there is some images and headline and a button. This type of things we already did before, if you remember. So we can copy paste few of the elements here, right? The buttons, headline and everything we did before. So things will be easier for us from the place we already have. So now let's focus on the next section in the next video.